Hello everybody, my name is Skeletormandee and welcome back to the Warframe Iron Man. Let's go down here because we're just getting straight into things today. Last time we grinded up Plague Star and I gotta do it I gotta do it one last time. 204 Forma. Big dub. That is pretty monstrous in terms of progression. We're never gonna have to build Forma in our life, which is a lie. We're gonna still do it. But it's actually really important that we got all that Forma because we have a lot of stuff to get crafted, to get Forma'd up. And one of those things is going to be this Mirage back there. Yeah, we went ahead and crafted her last time. But I couldn't use her because I was busy. But there is still a problem. We still can't take her out of the foundry. Because if we come in here, we are full on Warframes. We have 7 out of our 7 slots taken up. And we gotta get rid of one of these frames. Oh man, who are we gonna choose? It's the Gath. I'm sorry. I don't use her. But this brings us to an interesting dilemma. On this account, we have to form the base Warframes to match the polarities of their primes in order to be eligible to use the primes. But the Gath doesn't have a prime yet. So we're getting rid of her a bit early. And that's kind of buns because when she gets her prime, we're gonna have to get her again. I'm going to take a shot in the dark. Let's come in here to the upgrade. Never even used a reactor on her, which is another reason that I'm deciding to get rid of her. We've got a V, a D, and now we gotta just kind of guess what she's gonna get. Now, she could be a rare Warframe when she gets her prime that gets 2 extra polarities, which I'll go over in a second, why that's kind of bunt. But we're just gonna take a shot in the dark and try to guess it first try. If we're wrong, we'll have to craft another one, and then we've wasted a Forma. It is no big deal. I don't really care. But if we do get it right, that's a big dub. Let me give you a little bit of my thought process on what we're going to do. So, most primes, they just be slapping Vs on them. A lot of the earlier ones, it's like, how do we fix them? Well, we just put a V polarity on them. Now, it's already got a V, but they've not been afraid to add more Vs on a Warframe. What she doesn't have is a dash. I do think that's pretty important. Ideally, another dash polarity would be big dubs on a prime of the Gath. But we don't know. We're going to do dash. I'm betting it all on this. Boom. So, I'm going to keep this in the footage. Maybe we'll take a screenshot real quick. Yeah. Alright. Gotta take that screenshot for documentation purposes. Because I don't actually have this, like, configured yet. I need to make like a graph or something I can easily, or a spreadsheet to just like easily check the box if I've set them up for their prime. But hey, and now that we've formed her up, let's come down here and let's get rid of her. That's a ripperoni right there, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to make space in your arsenal. Also, she wasn't that bad to get. And now's the part where we can finally claim our Mirage that's been sitting here in our inventory for 1,000 years. Boop. So now that I've got Mirage, and we're about to go level her to get her at least to 10 so I can show what she does, it's about time that I showed you the quest that we did to get her. It was very easy, not much to say, but I didn't feel like including it in last week's episode, purely because I wanted to focus on Plague Star, even though I did it that week, which was, I don't know why. Anyway, here's the clips of the Hidden Messages quest, and when we get back, she'll be rank 10 at least.
Flashback.
Operator, what in stars could this possibly mean?
Holy shit, I gotta solve a riddle. The highest peak, Everest? Now, for the sake of fun, I'm going to do my best to not cheat and look up the answers, because that'd be cheating, and that'd make us cringe. Hopefully, this is it, because I think Everest is the highest peak, maybe? I don't know. Okay. Moment of truth. Fuck. Alright, my second guess. I was gonna say, what if there is like a node called Olympus? We can try that. Oh! Dude, what do you know? Oh, actually, oh shit. I didn't realize it would just... Wow, my ass could have just been looking at the nodes and cheating. It'll just tell us which is the one we gotta do. Whoa! What the hell are we doing on the Eris tile set, man? Wow.
I've placed the inscription in your inbox.
I don't know. Dude, oh, wait, hold on, bro. What if it's our very own Warframe Titania? Wait, that makes no sense. Man, I don't know the name of nymphs. I don't know, gamers. I don't, you saw nothing there. Nope. Alright, I totally did not look up the answer. No, sir. Wouldn't cheat. Never would. It would day in my life. Call me an honest man. No, my ass Googled that one. I didn't know. Oh, a survival mission. 15 minutes? Oh, that's so much time. I'll be back, gamers. Okay, said 24 minutes, but don't mind that. Wait. Holy shit, dude. Playing Smite paid off. I don't know where this would be, though. In my head, I cooked. Oh! Yes! Charbidus! Fuck that god in Smite. Lame-ass rat. I'm so fucking smart. I only cheated on the second one, I swear. Whoa, ew. I don't want to do a hive mission again. Oh. What? Oh, that was it. What a quest. Okay, well, let's craft Mirage's parts. Unfortunately, we gotta wait 4 days total, but it is what it is, man. They didn't give us the luxury of just giving us the blueprint. That's kind of buns. Stingy quest. So, no worries, I'll just buy the blueprint myself.
End of flashback.
Okie dokie, we are here in the simulacrum. As you can see, I have Mirage max rank. But real quick before we get into it, I just want to show the build. We're using this for testing purposes. And yeah, let's take a look at what Mirage does. Now, normally is where I would explain all of her abilities here, but I'm going to try to streamline this process a little bit. We're just going to get right into it. So, first of all, her passive, it gives us faster maneuverability in our maneuvers, which is like rolling, jumping, shit like that, I'm pretty sure. You really only notice the roll, but that's pretty helpful, because rolling is very important. Another thing her passive does is that you get a longer slide distance. Let's get a running start. Wow. We can really work our magic with this passive here, just sliding around. Enough of that boring passive. Let's get into the real meat of our kit. So our first ability, Hall of Mirrors. It summons a bunch of doppelgangers that draw enemy fire, and they also attack with you. If we come over here and look at these enemies, start shooting. Now you'll notice only some of them are shooting. When you're shooting, not all of the doppelganger clones attack with you. It's only a couple or a few. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But if you melee, all of them are gonna melee with you. So keep that in mind. What this ability is good for, though, is that because she's so frail, drawing enemy fire to the other clones. We might just get decked here. Yeah. Maybe Xmas units weren't the best choice. No. Holy shit. Kind of in an odd position, but you can see they're shooting at the clones. Now they are hitting us because we're getting crossfired, but still, that ability is pretty helpful for just drawing aggro, and it does save you a little bit of damage because Mirage can't entirely survive because of her low defenses, but it's okay because she can be pretty tanky. Up next is Sleight of Hand, her worst ability in my opinion. So what it does is it traps certain environmental things. So for one, pickups on the floor, like these health orbs and energy orbs and ammo, we hit 2, kind of pulls us in, bam, you can see they all blew up. Didn't do a lot, and that's kind of the gist of the ability. It has a lot of little quirks to it, like you can hack those cameras and like Corpus spy missions or Corpus missions in general. They'll become allied and they won't activate the laser grids. But they're not... Who cares? Just shoot them. What we like to call the Helminth slot. Take that shit off. And now up next, and the whole reason we crafted Mirage, the goated ability, Eclipse. Now there's 2 different variations of Eclipse. If we tap it, we get the night form. This just gives you damage reduction. At base, it's 75, but with mods and more ability strength, it can go up to 90%. Pretty good. So, I mean, yeah, they're shooting us. We take a bit of damage. Owie! Run away to get our shields back. Okay, actually, this is gonna take too long. What? Oh, I'm in mod. Oh, let's go ahead and pop these together. Come down here, and we fare a lot better. We also have our gun out. Let's put that away. Our sword. As you can see, though, we fare a lot better. We can take a lot more shots. Some of them aren't hitting us. We have that luxury. Also, we got that damage reduction. Pretty sweet. Now let's go ahead and pause these AIs. It also has a secondary effect, which is if we hold it, we get solar eclipse. And this just makes you do more damage. Neat. As for the ability itself, that's pretty much it. It's either damage reduction or damage. But our next ability, it interacts with. So let's let this run out. Her final ability is Prism. And all it does... Hiya! Shoots out a disco ball. And you can detonate it early. The enemies that are near the detonation and the lasers, they get blinded. So it looks like it's still lasting a while. Yeah, that was pretty good timing. But one thing the little ability screen doesn't tell you is that Eclipse actually affects the prism. So if we were to do damage, and we go ahead and throw this, obviously the prism will do more damage, but it drains our energy at a much faster rate while the disco ball is out. If we wanted to have the disco ball out for longer and not drain as much energy, we can go into Lunar Eclipse, and now it'll drain less energy over time, as you can see at the bottom there. Prism is really strong. A Mirage is just very strong. If you mod her correctly, be a pretty good Warframe. We are not interested on the Iron Man account on having Mirage for long, but we're going to play her today in our quest to complete Sedna, I think is going to be our goal. But on top of that, we got to prep Mirage for Mirage Prime, because on the Warframe Iron Man, as you guys know by now, our rules for the account are that we have to polarize the normal frame to match the Prime Warframe's polarities in order to be eligible for the Prime. Now, I gotta admit something, guys. In the Plague Star grind, I said we need a total of 393 Forma. That number's actually a lot higher. There are Prime Warframes that get more than one additional polarity, and Mirage is a prime example of that. So, yeah, we have to Forma her twice. Shucks, man. Which is also pretty shitty, because it means we have to Forma her twice before we can get rid of her for the best Helminth in the game right here, Eclipse. Oh! I'm saying that like Nourish doesn't exist. Don't worry. We'll get nourished soon. I kind of want to Forma her and then go to Sedna, but at the same time, Sedna might be a bit tough, so I probably should. Therefore, let me show you what we're cooking with. This is the build. If you're looking at it and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Don't worry, I will explain. I don't got much to say. I don't want to put an Orkin reactor for her because we are just using her to get her ready for Helminth, so I don't want to invest too much. So we're no reactor. Rolling Guard is great survivability. It's just being immune for a third of the mission if you're constantly rolling, which we should be. It also cleanses status effects, which could kill Mirage very quickly. We have Flow for more energy, Streamline for our Prism, because we can kind of throw this out, and so long as we're in Lunar Eclipse, we'll get pretty good efficiency on the Prism, and it'll do a lot of damage. It's kind of how I'm trying to build her. Augur Message for a bit of duration as well as continuity. And the reason we have both of these on is to counteract Transient Fortitude, which is giving us our ability strength, but taking away our duration. So, this is the general premise. This should honestly be good enough, as long as we aren't throwing and we're playing on Vazarin most of the time anyway. We should be good. We should be fine. So, let's get into it, though. Enough yapping about what Mirage does. Let's get some dubs. Okay, so we're going through Sedna, but I just wanted to explain something real quick. When we did the Hidden Messages quest, it unlocked this random node into Sedna. So we already have a foothold into it, which is pretty funny. Most of these missions are missions we've already done. I don't remember if Sedna has anything in particular that's unique to it, other than these missions over here, which we'll get to, and I'll show off once I get there. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and clear out these missions as I highlight on the screen. And then once we get to this middle section, we'll go over the arena, which is the unique game mode tied to Sedna. And then we'll finish it out with an awesome boss fight that I remember getting my ass whooped by when I was a little noob. So, be right back, gamers. Let's get the dub. Alrighty, we are back and we have gone through Sedna a little bit. Up to the point where the new stuff begins, the arena. Just to explain some of the stuff we kind of did. We went up this path to get Hydron. I went ahead and leveled Mirage some more. She has a Forma on her, and she only needs one more in order to be eligible to be Helminth, and then get our Prime one, whenever that comes around. Along the way, we had some cool shit happen. And by some, I mean we got the hate blueprint. The Jolly Jerker showed up and decided to drop the final weapon, I believe. Editing Tormandee, put on screen if I have the war blueprint. Anyway, we had to do a hijack mission just now. I didn't show it because these are boring. But in case you at home are struggling with them, I swapped the Volt, and this is what I was running with. We're just shield maxing. We got our redirection. Volt has a lot of base shields, and then Capitance, which is one of his augments, where if I get damage with my 4, I get shields back. Just makes for pushing the carts really easy. You could also use a character like Hildren, or pretty much anyone who has high base shields, and as long as you can maintain them pretty easy, these are not a problem. But we don't care about that. What we care about, let's swap back to Mirage, and let's see these upgrades that we got. And by these, I mean, we've done it. This is our final Mirage build. It's nothing special, but we get to do the arena. Let's make sure we're locked in. We have our gear ready to go. Let's get it, is what I would say, but we're on Zeneric. I unlocked Zeneric just a little bit ago, because I got enough focus.
Shut up, clock in, and load up.
So, Arena. What is this game mode? It's just team deathmatch. There they are. Oh. Yep. Yeah, Arena is just team deathmatch. It's nothing real special about it. We just gotta go around, kill guys. But while we do this, I guess I could talk about some things. The dev stream. My goodness, guys. That was a banger. We're gonna be getting a free Oberon on October 15th. And by a free Oberon, I mean we're getting a free slot, because he's getting trashed right away. We didn't earn him. We did earn that slot, though, for being oh so awesome. But I'm really excited for that quest. The who is it? The teacher? Warframe and its modding can be pretty daunting, so a little tutorial sounds pretty nice. But I want to see just how good it is at teaching people, because you can mod stuff, and generally it'll work. If you want to mod things, you kind of have to know what you need, and I wonder if that quest is going to like teach that, you know, the intricacies of modding, because we can make a weapon and we can put Serration on and crit and status, and like, yeah, that'll work, but like, why do we do the things we do? That's the questions you should be asking when you're modding, is what do I need? It also just introduces Teshin, which is huge because he showed up in the Natal quest unannounced and said, I'm important. So, I mean, that's neat. What else was shown off? Oh yeah, the content for the update looks pretty good. Unfortunately for us on the Warframe Iron Man, we can't do it, because all they do is drop post-new war content these days. Grrr! Keep fucking making current content. What are they doing? Don't they know? But it looks really good. The new Warframe looks fun. And going back to Oberon, god damn, that's a rework. We'll definitely be getting at least some content on the Iron Man for when that update drops, but unfortunately it ain't gonna be too much. I apologize for that. We are just not at that point, and we're not gonna be at that point for a while because we got a lot of stuff to do before then. But it's all good. I don't remember how many points we need to to complete this, but I'm hoping it's just a few more. The big problem with Arena as a game mode is that since we're not playing a character with speed, Wukong would probably be better for this. We're really slow, so we have to kind of claw our way back and forth to try to find the enemies here, and it's just not looking too good. Typically, they kind of just spawn opposite of where you're at on the map, so we can slingshot back and forth, but if we had more mobility, it would be a lot better. God, I wish there was more than 2 executioners. I'm gonna guess this requires 25 points in order to win. It does! Yay! 25-0, because we're goated. Yep, that was Rathuum. Pretty epic, right? Let's see what we got for that. 10 judgment points. We also got some endo. Worthy note for these arenas on Sedna is that it actually can be a pretty efficient endo farm if you're stacked and you can set it up, which is something we'll never be able to do on this Warframe Iron Man account. Throwing that out there. But the main reward from it is going to be those judgment points, which we need in order to move on. No, I don't really. We need 25 points per fight of this boss. So, your boy's going to go back to the trenches. But I'm going to save us some time. And I'm going to cut back to when we have enough judgment points to go fight the boss. So let me just quickly go over what we're rolling with. We're bringing the Zenith. Oh, this build was butt. We're going to put this on corrosive heat. The reason we're doing that is because Kela De Thaym is weak to corrosive. Or, maybe not weak to it, but she's got armor. So we're going to run in with the Zenith. The Zenith is going to be pretty handy of a tool. I have on these Aphyrus for no reason other than they are a secondary with a large magazine capacity and fire rate. So they're going to be handy. And then the Vastalok, which our awesome build of awesomeness, is specifically for armor stripping. Because if we strip this boss's armor, we should melt her pretty quickly. But we have 25 out of 25 points. We're just going to get into it. I've said that this boss kicked my teeth in when I was a little 10-0 baby, and I'll tell you why. I didn't understand what armor was, and this boss had a lot of armor for the time. Didn't know how to mob my weapons. Got my teeth kicked in. It's pretty simple. Mechanically, this wasn't hard, but we sure did make it tough. So, this boss has always had a certain effect on me. Also because she's pretty fucking annoying. Okay. Now we're actually at the boss fight. And this is a pretty big learning moment. So you see this little platform here. It's got the little buttons on the floor. Go up to it. That's going to start spinning. And then we're going to have to shoot the thing. Yep. Keep that in mind. We're going to be doing it a lot. Yeah. Okay. Oh, whoops. Don't mind me just armor stripping. Oop. Alright, now our armor stripped and it's gone. Orbital strike. Ah! I'm gonna avoid the middle platform. Such a capper. But yeah, we gotta go in here. We gotta shoot these things now. Gotta wait for the next orbital strike to come through, because those buttons get deactivated for a little bit. And this is pretty much the fight. Oh, poor Rupert Fortnite, bro. Hey, now when she comes down... Oh, you hear that laugh? That's the reason. Listen, when you were trash, and you were doing this boss fight, and it took you 20, 30 minutes... that bitch would start giggling like that. Oh, it made me mad. It made me so mad. Now I'm a bigger man. because I don't get frustrated that easy, and also I know how to kick your teeth in. Uh-oh. We did it! Let's see what we got for it. Ooh, Archon scope. Yeah, I forget that snipers actually do have combo duration, which is kind of funny. Anyway, this boss has a bunch of individual mods for a lot of Grineer weapons that we need to pick up. Also has a blueprint for the twin Comac, I believe. We're not going to be doing that now. We have no reason to. We don't have any Grineer weapons that we want to use on them, these mods on. Also of note, if we wanted to get these mods, we could have gotten them the easy way from doing Dog Days, which was a summer event, but we got to get them from their source. That's more swag. And then as for what Warframe this boss drops, it's Saren. Saren's pretty good. Not interested though. But that is it. We have gone through most of Sedna. We have this arena to go, which we'll do when we farm out Kela De Thaym again. We got a couple more nodes, but this is a big stepping stone because we have access to the final branch of the void. I never completed this. Oh, okay, I gotta do that sometime, but we got this final branch of the void. And what's important to note about this branch is it's not like any of these other ones. This one has access to the final 6060s we need to get. Those being the Toxin 6060s, which we are going to get next week for sure. Because goddamn, I hate using infected clip and pathogen rounds and all my stuff. I need to get me a little bit of that easy 6060. You know what I'm saying? Get a little bit of that viral. There's one more thing we have to do before we call it. There's another thing that we're going to do anyway. We have 99,000 standing. Got the 3 Aya. Bam. We're rank 5 with Steel Meridian. Get access to all these augments. Nova. Yeah, I'm going to get this one. Molecular Fission. This one's really good on Nova. And for reasons that I'll show here in a second. Let's pick this up and get their rep. That's cool. But for reasons that if we come over here and we see, we'll come down here. We'll go to the Prime Resurgence. You know, we may be picking up Nova pretty soon. Just saying. God, Nova Prime would be awesome on this account. And Nova is just so goddamn strong. It's ridiculous. If only there was a reason we had to farm out Aya coming up soon. Thoughts for another day, though. Let's wrap it up. We got a final thing we gotta do. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna come in here. Got them 1 polarity already. Alright, we need the additional D and dash polarity right here. And we got the dash. We gotta get the additional D one. Additional D. Additional D. Initial D? Oh shit, that was awesome. Anyway, let's stop yapping. Let's slap that on. We did it. Our Mirage is now Mirage Prime eligible, which I will take a screenshot of so I can document this better. But now that we have Mirage ranked up, formed up, future-proofed, it's time to come back down here and introduce her to the same fate that Degath made, or that Degath had. Overall thoughts on Mirage before we get rid of her. I did think that she's very good. Even with low mods, we were able to put a lot of work in, but not a character that I'm gonna keep around in our arsenal because there are better ones that we could get. And now in 24 hours, we can slap that on all of our characters. Yeah! The Roderick image is never going to get used any better. But that's going to be it for this week. Next week, we'll be getting the Toxin 6060s because we need those. They're so good. Getting that final branch of the void done. And we're also going to be starting our Epic Aya farm because I believe Nabarus is going to be returning October 1st, which is the Halloween event that Warframe has. And it's gonna need mother tokens. We're gonna need a lot of those. And what better way to farm Aya than the best Aya farm in the game, right? Anyway, it's gonna be super fun. But my name has been Skeletormandee, and I want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you next time. Oh!